Alright, so this is a quick tour of my reef tank. This is a coral banded shrimp, it's called. So here you can see him here. He's kind of feeding under that rock. Usually he kind of hangs out under the rocks. And it comes out more at night more than anything. Let me see if I can get a better view of him here. There you go. A little bit better picture. And there's a few other shrimp that are in here, mostly peppermint shrimp, but again, they mostly come out at night. This here is it's called a torch coral, and it's a large polyp stony coral, so it actually grows a solid stony base, and the heads of it will actually divide. It looks like an anemone, but it's not. It's like I said, it's a stony coral. It only started with 2 heads, and this thing just grows like crazy. When it's fully spread out, it's probably about maybe 1 foot in diameter. This is a hammer coral here. It's just it gets probably as big as this guy here, but right now this is just kind of a baby. And they're related. It's called a Euphilia coral. There's a lot of different varieties. There's one over here that's called a frog spawn coral because it looks like frog's eggs, and this also gets really, really big. I got a couple of clownfish here. There's a damselfish, and this guy over here, that's called a nasotang. These are those xenia corals I was telling you about. If you look carefully, you can kind of see the ends of them pulsating. These are kind of a pain, actually. They spread like crazy. They're really pretty, but you can see just how big they get here. And you actually have to trim them back a lot of times. Let's see what else I got. This is these are called calomorphs. It's like a rudimentary type of anemone. They don't move around, but they can sting. And they tend to divide and just cover the rocks here. And these are some more zoanthid polyps right here and right here. These kind of cover the rocks like a mat. This one started with about 4 polyps, so you can see how many there are now. They're just all over the place. And there's a little starfish here. You can see right there. They kind of cover the glass. You can see how small it is. And they're just kind of all over the place. These are some small polyp stony corals. They come in just different varieties, different colors. And some more of them there. More Paleofelis or zoanthid polyps. And then, let's see. You can just see they all look very similar, but just different color morphs. This guy down here, this is one of my favorites. He's not really fully extended. This is a sun coral, and unlike the other ones, this one doesn't have any photosynthetic capability, so you actually have to feed it brine shrimp every night. This is a blastomussa. This one's from Australia, and the resolution's not real good, but basically this also, it's photosynthetic, but I also feed it a lot. And it started with 1 polyp, and it's up to about 11. Most of them are a lot smaller, so this thing grows like crazy. And let's see, there's some yellow polyps here. This is another type of coral called a monopora, and it comes in all kinds of different colors. This one's kind of maroon, and this one here is greenish, you can see. And this one here is called a Polypora. They grow real nicely. I got actually a couple of them. I got one there and then one over here. And this guy here is called a bird's nest. It basically started from, if you look at the smallest terminal branch, it started from one of those probably about maybe 6 or 7 months ago, and it just grows like crazy. It's about, just to give you perspective, it's about the size of a softball now. And this is called a sunset monopora here. It looks mostly green, but it's got a really nice orange background. And let's see, these are some green star polyps. This one here is called a war coral. A lot of these are, they're pretty small now, but over time they'll basically encrust all these rocks here. So This is called a Kenya tree coral. It's a soft coral. Doesn't really sting, but it's kind of a filter feeder. It filters plankton out of the water. Oh, this guy here. This is my lawnmower blenny. He's kind of hard to see. He's really well camouflaged on the rocks there. I don't know if you can see it. He's not really moving around. And let me see. I'll go over to my nano reef here. Here's my skunk cleaner shrimp. And I got a lot of the same corals here. It's kind of pretty much all the same here. And let me see if I can find a peppermint shrimp. I know they're around somewhere. Yeah, there's one right there. And that's it. Signing off.